Do you also keep watching endless motivational videos majority of your day in search of that fire, that one motivational video which will push you to do your work? And then after your days are past, you ask yourself, why is it happening to me? And why am I not being able to do what I know I should be doing? And then you keep waiting for that one moment when you will get fired up to do something, to do what you know you should be doing. Well, my friend, that's never going to happen. But the first thing is that it's good that you're on this side of internet rather than consuming dumb content. Now let's come to the major problem. The problem is not with motivational videos, it's actually with not understanding your own psyche. You have some goals or dreams for your life. You have that mental picture of perfect you, but you are living in a desperation to do something, but delaying it again and again. Okay, let's first clear the dust from motivational videos. When you watched that motivational video where a guy is shouting the same fact you have heard many times before, you got a feeling that you can do something, that this is that video after which I'm going to take action. And then you kept watching many other videos to get that good feeling, that dopamine hit. But after watching so many motivational videos, you notice that you haven't done anything, you haven't made any progress. Because while watching those motivational videos, you felt like you were accomplishing something, you were doing something, and you kept them watching for hours and hours and hours with no real work done. And this keeps forming into a cycle to give you a feeling that you are doing something. So now you may be thinking, what's the way out of this rut and how I ended up here? Let's find it. Your brain is an idiot. Your brain is a biological organ which only cares about your survival. Your brain only cares about the basic needs, that's it. If you are getting food, water, shelter and clothes, then your brain won't force you to do things because it doesn't understand the real world human made concepts of money, paying bills or achieving success. So you can't be dependent on your brain that it will force you someday to do the work, because it's never going to happen. So now the question is, how do I get the work done? Doing is the key and it is hard. Now listen this carefully. Progress comes from doing, not by watching, thinking or reading. All these things are just the tools for progress, and you have to put these tools to work to get shit done. Now, as I said, your brain is an idiot. So when you are reading and consuming, your brain is thinking you are doing something. But what you are doing is procrastinating the actual work. Progress comes from doing, and doing is always hard. Watching videos, seminars and reading is easy, but implementing them is uncomfortable. It plays against your conditioned mind, which is too much habitual of just sitting and consuming. So now we have understood two things. Doing things and getting out of a comfort zone is very important, and both of these things will happen with practice. You will have to consciously practice getting out of your comfort zone. As I said, your mind is conditioned to be comfortable right now. Now you have to condition it with practice to get uncomfortable, to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and that will happen when you take action. So from here, whatever thing you learn, consume or read, try implementing those things and do it over and over again. Create urgent situations. When we listen to stories about highly successful people who came from poverty or bad environment or tough financial conditions, we think it's a weird thing. But the truth is, because of only those reasons they succeeded. They didn't had any other option than succeeding, otherwise the consequences would have been bad for them. A poor teenager wanted to take his family away from poverty, and a teenager living in a bad environment wanted to get out of that place to a good place. This was their motivation, which led them to work for those things. They didn't need to listen any motivational speaker because their situations were enough to motivate them. And here you are, whose basic needs are being fulfilled, getting your food daily, your internet data pack, your clothes, a room, a bed, and probably a pocket money also. You remember when you were given a project in school to be finished in 30 days? It probably took you 30 days to finish it. But when you were given just 2 days, you finished that project waking up the whole night and submitted it the next day. Why did that happen? Because your mind went into a do or die situation to act because there was a deadline for it. You may also have set some goals, but you don't have any deadline with it, or you haven't given any worst case scenario to yourself. Without a deadline to your goals, you will think you have a lot of time, and because there is no physical harm right now of wasting your time, you won't get into that situation. So set the deadline to your goals and give yourself a worst case scenario of the consequences you will face if you didn't did it. Your brain will come into a do or die situation. You will become focused and obsessed. It will become urgent for you to get that work done, and you will do it. Progress brings motivation. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. Momentum is what fuels motivation. Imagine this, the time you're wasting to be motivated from videos or somewhere else, in that time you can just sit down to work and get the work done. When you're taking action and getting the work done and making progress on a daily basis, your mind will automatically get driven for more. If you see the people who go to gym, after a few months of seeing the progress, they become addicted to training because now their dopamine is being released by the progress. Here comes the concept of self-driven and dopamine. Dopamine is an important brain chemical which drives and motivates you to take action. But when you are constantly stimulating your mind by consuming content which makes you feel like you have achieved something, it gives the signal to your mind that you are living that life. As we said, your brain is an idiot. Then your dopamine stops motivating you to do the real work to achieve those things in reality. But when you stop stimulating it with external sources, then your mind will start craving to achieve these things in real life, which in result will make you more driven and motivated to do the work. And when you attach your dopamine release to progress and results of your hard work, then your mind will automatically crave for the results and make you work to get those results. So cut off all the stimulation for some days, which is also known as dopamine detox, and then your drive will make you do things which you never did. These things will take you into that mental zone where you will literally become a workhorse. So here's a quote by Naval Ravikant. Most of what we think we are doing when we are asking for help, when we are going to seminars, when we are watching YouTube videos, we are just procrastinating. We are not really serious. When you are serious, you just do it. Hey, thanks for watching the video till here. I hope you took some value from this video. And here I will be making content related to business, money, life and entrepreneurship. There were many other things which were needed to be covered in this video, such as self-help industry, but I had to make it short and comprised in the point. These were the things which has helped me and according to the research I've done, and I hope it will help you too. All I want to say is that life is too short to stay for waiting for motivation. So go and just take action on whatever the things you want to do. So meet you in the next video. Thanks.